leaving Fairport. It's a really nice morning. The weather is nice. All the rain is past us. Today we're going to be traveling through a couple of nice ports, Macedon and Palmyra. But our hope is to be in Newark by the end of the day. So we're going to cover about 20 nautical miles. It's not a terribly long day, but it's not a short one either. And we're pretty much at this point out of the land of the lift bridges and into the land of locks. So we're gonna pass at least 2 locks today, and we'll have that to break our journey. We enjoy locking because that's a nice experience. So we'll see you along the road. We have about 9 miles to go to Newark, which is going to be our final destination for today. Palmyra is a great place to stop, so we're not stopping just because we wanted to make a slightly longer day for ourselves today. But in general, Palmyra is a nice place to dock. The docking wall there is not terribly long. I think it can probably house 3 to 4 maybe boats. Smaller or medium size, but the docking is really good. There's light hookups and water, and the facilities, which are open even during the pandemic, they're a little bit off of the docking area in a sort of a park style, and these are public bathrooms and showers, so you don't need an access code to get there, although they might be locked for the night depending on the season. So Palmyra is a nice little town, and in general not a bad stop at all. So we're pressing on to Newark. Now we're in a stretch of the canal that looks pretty secluded. A lot of wildlife. We saw a whole lot of birds, from ducks and geese, which you see everywhere. But we also saw bald eagles today, and hawks. Turtles resting on logs along the shore. It's filled with life. It's not at all like the other stretches of the canal. So we've been through the rock cut and then some industrial patches. We're going through Rochester. This is looks like pristine country, lush right now, summertime, lush with vegetation and wildlife, so a very pretty stretch. We're docked in Newark. It's a great place to stop. For a lot of people, their favorite place to stop. There's ample room for docking on both the north and the south sides of the canal. The north wall has both the high wall to stay up to, but also lower docks for smaller boats. On the north side, you get electric and water. The south side doesn't have electric and water, and also it's limited to 4 feet. So we couldn't have docked on the south side. The facilities are great here. Also, Newark is the only place along the canal we know of that has free laundry for boaters. So that's a great place to stop. Also, there is a Napa auto parts store right next to the canal. In fact, one of the closest buildings to the canal, and they carry some of the marine supplies and marine parts. So it's a nice time to slow down and check up on your engine, which is what we did, because we have a couple of long legs on the canal and then ultimately the Great Lakes, so the engine had to be serviced a little bit. Now we usually like to explore the town a little bit, and Newark has a lot of businesses and in general is a pleasant port to walk around. We went to the library that is the home of the Hoffman Clock Museum, it's one of the largest collection of New York State clocks, and it's really good. It surpassed our expectations. Also, the library had a fairly big section of books that you could buy for 50 cents, so we ended up buying a whole bag full of books. That reading is one of our favorite things to do on the canal, and they have a bookshelf of free books, so we really have lots more to do now till we get to the Great Lakes. So Newark is a great place to stop for provisioning, eating, relaxing, just taking a break for us.